Hello. So in Minecraft, there's a lot of actions that require hunger. Regenerating health, sprinting, swimming, or even just not dying. All of those things require food points, but what if we didn't have those? What if we permanently had zero hunger? That means no sprinting, no healing, and passively slowly dying from hunger over and over again. Would it be possible to beat the game that way? Well, let's figure it out. We start the run by getting some wood to make a crafting table.
Ooh, I crafted a button.
And after digging a bit of stone, we can make some stone tools before our first death. And talking about deaths, this is something that's gonna happen a lot. Ideally, we want to dig a little hole so that our items don't go spreading around all over the place when we die. So that's what we do here. And when we come back, we get all of our items back in the right order. But now, this highlights a bigger problem. Since we can't go over a minute and a half without dying, this means that if we want to go anywhere past the spawn area, we're going to need beds. Unfortunately, we possibly got the absolute worst spawn for this challenge. We're in the middle of a jungle, which means no ships for wool and no village for beds, and we're surrounded by big oceans, which also means no ships and beds. So after wandering around the spawn a bit, that's a cool line, I decide to grab a boat and cross the ocean with the hope of finding a biome with sheep before dying from hunger. But unfortunately, there's only more jungle. So we're not escaping it. We can't really make much progress without getting a bed, so we're gonna have to wait for the night and farm some spiders for strings. And that's where we start running into a few difficulties, because not being able to run is a bigger problem than I thought.
Oh my god. Oh, we're in hard difficulty because of the food, so we also take 2 billion damage from monsters. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, well, that's a problem. What? They go so fast! Why do we literally only have skeletons? Why do we literally only have skeletons? Okay, that's cool. Okay, 2 strings. Okay, we have 1 wool.
And unfortunately, we didn't get any more spiders before the end of the night. Now, we don't really have anything to do during daytime, so I decided to also try to dig down underground with the hopes of finding a mineshaft, but to no avail.
Oh, that's cool, but that's not what I was looking for.
So we go back to farming spiders.
Oh, that's a great spawn. That's amazing. Okay. Okay. 7 out of 12. Daytime again. Back to the caves. Ooh. We can probably finish the ore vein. Oh, an enchanted bow. The bow has an enchantment. The skeleton has a power bow. I want to get my iron. It's gonna despawn. It's behind me. Oh my god. I got the bow. I got the bow. Oh my god, there's 2 spiders. I got it! I got it! Oh my god! So I lost my iron, but now I have something phenomenal. I have a bed, and now I can finally play the video game.
Alright, now that we have a bed, it's time to finally move away from the spawn. The 2 things we're going to look for are rune portals or lava lakes to go to the nether, and villages to get ender pearls. So after quickly retrieving the power bow we got from the skeleton, we start the exploration by crossing the ocean, and every time we're low on health, we make a little platform to place our bed, throw our items down if we can't make a respawn pit, and after quickly looting a shipwreck, we go back on land and start looking for a village.
So we will have to be very careful and preferably not die, at least until we find sheep so we can make more beds. Alright, let's place one here. Bloop.
Then we grab this back, and we'll place it back further.
Okay, we have the sheeps.
It's actually kind of funny that I had to spend an hour to get a bed, just so I could travel enough distance to get sheeps. And I can make a ton of beds. It's nighttime already. And talking about nighttime, there's actually a little problem I haven't talked about yet. In order to skip the night, you need to stay in the bed for 5 seconds. But since we're always at 0 hunger, we take damage exactly every 4 seconds, which wakes us up from the bed and prevents us from skipping the night. So I decided to play it safe by putting all of our equipment in a chest, and we're going to use the rest of the nighttime to gather a few more resources.
Nautilus armor. I have no idea what that is.
And after safely killing a few monsters, we find an Enderman.
Get in the boat. Pearl. Huge.
And the sun finally rises up. So we go back to exploring, and we quickly find a ruined portal, which was not very hard to complete.
Wait, it's literally 2 mouse clicks. Boom. And boom. It's that easy.
So we quickly make a base to store our items with a one-way door to protect our bed from monsters, and let's find out what the nether looks like.
Curious to see where we're gonna spawn. That is really bad.
Yeah, we pretty much got the worst spawn we could possibly get. There's a massive lava ocean in front of us, and a spiky basalt biome behind us. So we're gonna have to safely climb on the side of the mountain. We quickly estimate the distance of the fortress.
Oh yeah. Bro, it's 23 chunks in this direction.
And since the fortress is so far, we're either going to need to make respawn anchors or make another nether portal further away in the overworld. So I tried to get some glowstone for the anchors, but we ran into an unexpected issue.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, for some reason the portal that we built here in the overworld sent us here in the nether, but that very same nether portal sends us in the middle of a cave. I'm not sure why this happened, but since the terrain was so bad anyway and we still need to find a village, I decided to give up on the glowstone and return to exploration. And after a few minor inconveniences...
No.
I'm okay. We find another Nautilus armor.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but I'll take it.
And we find the perfect thing. A ruined portal with a village next to it. So first, we'll look if the portal is completable.
2 lodestones, 2 obsidian. I don't know if lodestones are very useful, but I'll get them anyway. We can fill the portal. We can, if there's any lava down here. Hopefully there is. Wait, it's a lavaless? It's a lavaless portal. There's not a single lava source, and we're missing 1 obsidian.
After that, we make a little base in the village. We safely store all of our items in the chest. And we start digging some clay underwater and cutting some wood from trees to trade them for emeralds. Unfortunately though, this village does not have a cleric, so we'll keep those emeralds for now and go back to the ruined portal, where we start by breaking the crying obsidian. Then we get baited by a wandering trader,
Sir, what do you have to sell? A water bucket? A water bottle? Hold on, wait. Water bottles for emeralds? Hold on, that's kind of good. Okay. Well, I should have expected this. That seemed a bit too good to be true.
Anyway, now we need to complete this ruined portal, but we only have 2 obsidians, so we're gonna need to find a lava source to fill the last spot. So we start safely digging down, and eventually we do end up finding a lava source. Now, grabbing the lava source is not gonna be much of an issue, but bringing it back up to the surface was a bit more annoying.
Oh wait, I'm so dumb. That's such an easy solution.
And bloop. And now when we die, the items go here, and we could get back to them.
Phew.
Okay, now that we have the lava source, we can place the last obsidian and open the portal.
Well, let's check it out right away. That's a much better spawn. Okay. 12 chunks. I don't know about that. 12 chunks is still a lot.
Oops. Anyway, since we're still 12 chunks away from the fortress, and we don't have crying obsidian to make respawn anchors, and we still need to find a village with a cleric, I decided to go back to the overworld to do some more trading, and start moving in the direction of the fortress, but in the overworld. And after peacefully walking for a bit,
Oh, I'm so dead.
we end up finding a brand new village.
Ooh. Oh, that's lava. That's pretty convenient.
Hello.
You okay?
I think it's fine. Anyway, as soon as the night ends, we can start trading with a cleric until we unlock the Underpearl trade.
Oh, that's bad.
Now unfortunately, there's only a 2 in 3 chance of getting an Underpearl trade, and we didn't get it here. So we start the process again with a new cleric to finally unlock the Underpearl trait.
This is getting problematic. Okay, 3rd time maybe? Okay, we got it.
Alright, since we had to level up 3 clerics, it took a bit more emeralds than I had planned. So we get some sand that we turn into empty bottles so that we can trade them for the clerics for a bit more emeralds, and then we finally finish getting our pearls. But now that we have the pearls, we still need to get the blaze rods, and thankfully there's a lava lake right next to this villager house. So we make a new portal, and start looking for the fortress.
Okay, that's like not a great spawn.
Okay. 14 chunks is still a bit far, but at least I can try to locate it precisely. I can bridge up there before dying. Okay, never mind.
Okay, it's close. Oh my god, I found it. Okay, that's huge. Alright, we have the coordinates.
Alright, now that we have pretty accurate coordinates of the fortress, we can't get to it from our current portal because we would die of hunger before reaching the fortress, so we're going to have to go to the fortress coordinates, but in the overworld. Now we only have 1 obsidian left, we still don't have a diamond pickaxe, and nothing guarantees that we'll find lava once we get to the coordinates. But since we have a lot of iron, I decided to do something that looks a bit goofy.
We're going to bring with us 9 lava buckets. We're gonna take all the lava. There we go. We have 9 lava buckets now, and we're moving all of it to a different place.
So we move to the coordinates, and we find a tiny little island pretty close to where we want to make the portal. So we build a little base, light up the island so that we don't have monsters spawning, And we build the nether portal. Boom, boom. Safety measure.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we are very close.
Okay, now that we have a portal close to the fortress, all we need to do is to get some blocks to make a safe tunnel. And after that, let's start farming blaze rods.
There's a spawner over there. Alright, we got our first rod. Alright, we got our first skeleton skull. As long as it did...
Did a ghast do that?
We can secure the wither skeleton head and the blade rods. Excuse me, I just need to check something. Okay. Okay, so this is, this seems to be a recurring pattern. I guess we can use this chest as temporary storage. This game is so cooked. Like, I take a portal into, like, what is happening? I have a portal that brings me somewhere, and the same portal brings me somewhere else. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I need to die. I think that's it.
Alright. Now that we have enough blaze rods, we still need to bring them back to the surface. And here, the easy solution would have been to just bring a bed, dig up, and sleep whenever we get low on health. But for some reason, I decided to make things way more complicated than they should be, so we dig up until we reach the water, then we dig all the way back down, we grab a bunch of kelp, fill up the tunnel with water and kelp to make an elevator, and then we can finally bring back our items to the surface.
Well, at least it's pretty cool. Like, I've just wasted a whole bunch of time, but it's pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Okay, enough time wasted, we immediately craft the ice to start locating the stronghold, and we peacefully make our way over there.
Oh my... Bro, that took me so off guard the fringe came out. Oh, so he stole my axe. That's pretty cool. So I guess I'm fighting with a pickaxe or something. Bro, I'm getting bullied. I guess I'm just gonna have to punch him. I need the axe. Okay, so can I play the game now?
Alright. After those few difficulties, we eventually find the stronghold. So we start digging down until we find, water, I guess. But after a bit more digging, we find the stronghold. And it's a pretty interesting stronghold.
That was pretty good. Oh, well that was pretty easy.
So after getting rid of a few silverfish, we make a little base in the portal room like usual, and after digging through 10 billion blocks...
Oh, okay, so we're actually in prison, that's how it is.
We start fighting the dragon.
Oh, wait, I can't run. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so when I see poison, I jump and place block. Okay, 2 more. Wait, did I forget to make... No. Okay, I might have forgotten something pretty important. Wait, where the f is my lodestone? Didn't I place a lodestone? perch. That's a very parallel perch. I got it! And that is it. Minecraft beaten without hunger. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it doesn't take me 2 months to edit it. And I'll see you in the next one. Spoing!